So for today's video, I'm going to share with you guys my nighttime routine. We're keeping it comfy and cozy for this video, which was kindly sponsored by Function of Beauty. So let's go ahead and get started. Naturally, the first thing I have to do is set the mood and then go find my puppy to play with. Does anyone else baby talk their animals, or is it just me? And then he sneezed in my face, so I thought, okay, back to work for me. So typically I like to end my days around 4 or 5. I try to be pretty strict with creating boundaries, especially since, I've always worked from home, but I think since a lot more people are working from home, it's good to be very mindful about that. So around that time, I decide I'm done for the day, and then I go get ready for my nightly walk. Now, I don't know if you guys remember this, but this is what Buddy, how small Buddy was when we first got him. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he was that tiny. But yeah, this was Buddy back in April, and then now this is Buddy currently. He's getting close to about 90 pounds now, so he's a big boy, and I've taught him how to give me popo, which means kiss. He's really good at it if he gets a treat, so I wanted to show that off to you guys a little bit. See, he's kind of aggressive, honestly, with his popos. And then it's time for our nightly walk. It's just kind of a nice way to get out of the house, get some fresh air, and it gets all 3 of us out together. Alrighty, it is early evening. We do these like once or twice a day. It's nice to get out and get the dog out.
You gotta go to the bathroom?
Uh-oh. I thought I'd spare you guys, but these walks have been really valuable to us because even though my boyfriend and I have been working from home together, I feel like it's really good to set aside quality time to like catch up and actually talk and interact with each other, because I feel like it's easy to get lost in the idea that you're both home, you're spending time together, but realistically, that's not what I'd consider quality time. So it's just, like I said, it's a good time for all 3 of us to connect. I'm gonna go upstairs, do some sorting of my packages, and relax. And Buddy is definitely tired from his walk. He's still a puppy, and we take the long leash out so he can run around, but pretty much after he has any activity, he's ready to sleep. Now, I'm a huge fan of Libby, and I've been listening to a lot of audiobooks, so whenever I'm just kind of shuffling around the house or doing errands or chores, I'm listening to an audiobook. So while I'm listening to that, I take the opportunity to just straighten up the office. There are usually products thrown everywhere, so it's nice just to kind of put them away so I don't have to deal with them the next morning, and I try to be good about this, but you know, sometimes it gets out of hand. Okay, so I'm like straightening up my office and kind of sorting through my PR packages, and I got this package sent to me from Function of Beauty, who is the sponsor of this video today. So I actually went through and did the personalized skincare quiz that they had. I picked my skincare type, my skincare concerns, and now I got my products, and I'm so excited to unbox them with you guys. I have my little paperwork here which shows what I picked out when I did the personalized skincare quiz. So obviously my skincare type is dry. I wear a decent amount of makeup. My sensitivity is sometimes. My skin goals are anti-aging, brightening, and hydrating. And I also opted to have all my products fragrance free. So here we have my cleanser. Next, we have the serum. We have a cream. In case you're wondering, Function of Beauty also uses no parabens, sulfates, GMOs, or toxins, and is 100% vegan and cruelty-free. So this is the first time I've ever used any type of personalized skincare or skincare routine. And evidently, with all the different combinations you can do, there's like over 3 billion different types of customizations you could do. So you're definitely getting something that's customized towards your skin type and needs. And I will be applying these on my skin in the video, but I definitely love how these made my skin feel a lot smoother and softer, and even though it's a more condensed routine, my skin definitely felt very moisturized. So this selfie headband is actually a little free gift, and you also get 10% off in the description box below. You get this at a nice discount. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead into the bathroom and start doing some of my beauty routine for the night. Tonight is a hair washing night. I probably pushed it a little longer than I typically would, but before I wash my hair, I always brush through it to get rid of any tangles so they don't get worse when I get my hair wet. So I just brush through that with my tangle teaser, and then I put it back up in a bun because I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face before I get in the shower. Now typically I would do this in the shower, but for filming purposes, I'm not. Now there are two different types of cleansers you can pick. You can pick between a jelly and a micellar gel. I opted for the micellar gel, and as you can see, I have Function of Morgan on my bottles. You can pick what you want to put on it, so you can customize even the packaging. So I just worked this into my skin just to remove the little bit of makeup I did have on that particular night, and then I just rinsed it off. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and hop in the shower, and day to day I do take showers just because they're quicker than taking baths. So I wash my hair, like I said. I use the Pyongyang shampoo. This is new to me. I'm using the Pheno Premium Touch from Shiseido. This is like a really deep conditioning treatment, and I absolutely love it. It's like the thickest treatment I've ever used. And then I'm using this Mineral Pink Salt Body Scrub Wash from Too Cool for School. So after I've done all that, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I hop out of the shower and dry off, and then I go into the rest of the skincare that I got from Function of Beauty. Now, the next item that I'm putting on my skin is the serum. This product in particular has the highest concentration of the ingredients that are tailored for the skin traits that I picked out during the quiz. And then I like to gua sha my face. I do this almost nightly. I just feel like it relaxes my muscles, and I feel like I tense my jaw a lot less or grind my teeth a lot less at night if I kind of loosen that muscle up. And then I moved on to the moisturizer. Now this is also something you can pick. You can pick between a gel, lotion, or cream. I opted for a cream since I do have dry skin, and I just applied that onto my face. And naturally, I never skip my neck or my chest. Don't neglect the neck. So all of that went onto my neck and chest as well. Moving back over to my hair, I squeeze out as much excess water as I possibly can with a towel. And then I use this Perfect Hair Therapy from L'Adore. I like to use like a serum and a mist in combination with my hair. I don't feel like this weighs my hair down. It's just always worked well for my dry hair type. So I put in the serum first, and then I move on to this mist. This was actually the first time I used this hair mist, but I really like this brand and the products from this line. So I've been dipping a lot into Japanese hair care. I've been really enjoying them, and I just massage all that into the strands of my hair. Now I like to treat my scalp as well. I've been using this product from L'Adore. It has a little spigot, which is kind of cool because you can get the product to the scalp directly. And this is like tingly and stimulating on the scalp. And I do this like every other wash because it does have, I believe, a salicylic acid in it. So there's a bit of chemical exfoliation to it. So I don't feel like it's necessary every time I wash my hair, but it's definitely refreshing. Now it's time for dinner, and we actually did prep this earlier in the day because it is a crock pot meal, but I just want to show you guys kind of what we did. Now again, this is another time of the day that my boyfriend and I take to really connect with each other. Like I said, even though we might be sitting in the same room both working, we're not focused on each other and our minds are in different places. So I feel like this is a really good time for us to come together and like make meals together. We've always been pretty good about that. So yeah, we made this like crock pot chicken meal. I feel like it's pretty healthy. It was like vegetables and chicken. So, and those jalapenos were from my garden. I forgot to tell you guys that, but I grew those jalapenos. I feel so fancy. And then I made rice as well. I eat a lot of rice. So yeah, this was a meal with rice, and I rinse my rice as most people I believe should. You rinse your rice to, I actually don't know why. I don't think it's like because it's dirty. I think the rice just comes out better. I just always saw my mom wash rice, so I wash rice, and I usually just rinse it till the water is fairly clear. And then I use the finger method to measure how much water I should put in my rice to cook it, and it always turns out really well. So if you've ever wanted to know how to cook perfect rice, either get a really good rice cooker or, you know, maybe use your finger to measure the water. Science! So I cooked that up and let those just kind of do their thing. While all that cooks up, I usually prepare like something to eat on the side. I actually made this over the weekend. This is cucumber kimchi, and this is like one of my favorite things to not only like eat, but make, because it's so easy. So I just pulled this out of the fridge and gave it a little stir and maybe had a little bite. And then I also got my kimchi prepped. Now, if I don't have homemade kimchi, I just get store-bought kimchi. This one in particular is being really stubborn, but I don't know if you guys know this about me. I'm like really strong. So opening jars is no problem for me, as you could tell. Did you guys see that? And you guys probably know what kimchi looks like, but I'll just show you anyways. Kimchi. Now, when it comes to assembling my bowl, I just kind of throw everything together. I guess I give my chicken a couple little spatula slaps. And then I just throw a little juice in there because I like soupy rice. So a little bit of the broth from the chicken goes in there. I throw on my cucumber kimchi, and then my other kimchi goes on top. Now, I could be like really fancy and put these all in separate little dishes and eat them like that. But I am obviously not a person who cares about their food touching. In all honesty, I kind of like mashing different flavors together when I eat. So this is kind of right up my alley. So once I've got that assembled, I sit down and eat. And I do try to just like sit and eat versus like being on my phone or watching TV or looking at something, because I like to be present. I read a book recently by Thich Nhat Hanh, and he basically talked about being mindful in the moment with every bite. So I'm trying to be a little bit more considerate. So I'm just, I guess, slicing up my chicken with my chopsticks and then digging in. This turned out really good, by the way, and the crock pot honestly has to be like one of my favorite kitchen devices. It always nails it when it comes to the texture department, because the chicken just fell apart, kimchi was delicious and fresh, and I did a bang-up job on that cucumber kimchi. So I just sat there and ate. Oh, and if you're wondering what my bowl looked like, this is what it looked like. I know the presentation's really great, but, you know, don't get too blown away by it. The last thing I usually do to wind down is read. I've been obsessed with my Kindle and, like I said, using the Libby app. So I've been doing a ton of reading, and it's just a nice way to kind of chill and come down from the day. And if time allows it, I like to read for at least like an hour to 2 hours every night if I can. Or sometimes I just fall asleep while I'm reading, which is usually how I fall asleep, and then I wake up confused and wondering where I am. So that's usually my cue to go brush my teeth and go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed my fall nighttime routine, just kind of what I've been up to. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, don't forget to check out that link in the description box for that extra 10% off the Function Beauty Skincare Bundle and the free Selfie Spa headband. As always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!